It is day 3 now, practically the evening of day 3. So yesterday was so packed, I was up till probably 4 a.m. Definitely slept in and took it easy this morning and afternoon. But those are coming to an end. So anyway, yesterday turned out to be a 15-mile walk through most of Pleasanton, I guess, just all over the place. And then yeah, that was interesting. I actually left quite late, and then I think it was already dark by the time I left, which I guess could be the same way tonight. Walked through, I guess, down a few streets, and then Santa Rita Road, past the Pleasanton Park, sports park, where I used to go running like all the time. I don't think I've ever played a sport there aside from running, but it was nice to kind of visit it at night. It kind of reminded me of the old evenings that I would go running there. Or that would be like the end of the run sometimes. I would like finish up, go all around, and then kind of do a few more laps there. I don't know. Those were fun runs, especially during summer. Not so much in the winter, but the summer runs could be really fun. It was nice and quiet, and nobody was there at that point, warm weather, and I would just be striving to get like another mile or two to reach, I don't know, 18 miles or 20 miles or whatever I was doing. Walked up from there to Safeway, and yeah, it's so familiar that Safeway. Just so many times I went in there over the years. There's one guy still working. I had like several conversations about Hoka shoes, in fact, but I don't know. I think it's weird because it just never seemed to remember who I was. You know, I'd always kind of have to mention it, but as I checked out, but I guess when you see, hundreds of people each day, it's just hard to remember. But I always just thought this is kind of pointless because like. I don't actually ever have any memories. So the person was still working there. It was kind of funny, but I didn't really say hi this time. I just went through self-checkout where you actually can't take drinks, but you can ring it up at the kind of the final counter there. They let it go. Up the street more and to the Amador Theater where, yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of history there. That was one where you couldn't make any more history there. It's like it had to stop. It stopped before I left. What leaving didn't stop it. It had stopped, man, I guess 10 years prior or something like that. So the shows that I used to do there no longer were done there. They were done in Livermore, which is a nicer theater, but it just doesn't have the same, I don't know. It's not as fun, I don't think, for me. I don't know about other actors, but it's just not as much fun for me. And then headed down to get to the McDonald's, get that value deal, which is always kind of fun. Up the hills of kind of the Pleasanton Hills, I don't even know what they call them, but there's some hills on the southeast side or the east side kind of, and or a friend of mine lived for many years. His parents lived, and it was like a place where I always go to hang out, and it had a great view of the area, and just kind of a coming of age place. It was just a cool place to I don't know, hang out. It was like the rich home. It's like the parents had a rich home. Now it's actually even more rich because I don't know how much that home would be today, but those are very expensive homes. Those are in the 2 millions for sure. Although a lot of Pleasanton's in the 2 million, so maybe it's 3. And then kind of going up over the hill and down to the other area where you kind of get, it's weird because you got these $1 million mansions, like really multi-million-dollar mansions, and then all of a sudden it starts getting like apartments or maybe like multi-unit, like not even just duplex, but suddenly like little apartments kind of scattered in, and they become more and more. It's interesting because you kind of think, is that like going to, like, are we getting more apartments as time goes on, or like kind of squeezing out the apartments to get like nice homes? Because sometimes people take a nice home and just think, well, man, why don't you just divide it up in apartments and make all this money that way? Or opposite, like, let's just get rid of this apartment and make it a nice, really a big home. So it depends what you're going to do with it. But I mean, if I had a really nice home, I would not want to live next to an apartment because they sometimes tend to be more problematic with it. You just got clientele coming and going, and renters that don't always take care of the property, or don't always like they don't have as much at stake. So yeah, I would be kind of upset if I had a $3 million home and you just put like a 8 rental unit next to me. Like, anyway, that's just what I noticed. Then they're coming home back down through the, I don't know, Stanley Valley, Hop Yard. It was raining at that point, so got a little wet. Then had a really quick time to get changed, and did I get changed? But prepare to go down to the Gallagher's pub in Dublin, where I did some karaoke, and I think I got like 7 or 8 songs. It was great. It was like nobody else was really singing. Like only one friend of mine, she sang, so we just almost alternated. So, and one guy went by King. So like there's like 3 people that just kept alternating. But that was kind of cool, not having. It was almost like, man, I'm not used to needing to pick songs so fast. I almost ran out. I mean, I got a huge list, but did that until it closed down the bar at 2 o'clock. My friend, she took Uber home, but I'm like, I think I'm gonna walk. So I walked through the rain and was not prepared for that. Didn't have like my extra clothing, the hat and the scarf and stuff. So I was pretty cold. Yeah, it wasn't too fun. It was exciting, but didn't like getting wet in the cold rain. It was kind of fun to see the city at like 2:30 in the morning, like Dublin downtown, where it's just empty. I guess that's mainly it. Just staying up so late and sleeping in, which is good. I mean, today was the day I could sleep in, so I didn't mind getting to bed so late. Just thought, well, just sleep as long as I needed. So that was cool. But tonight I'll have to pack up and get ready to go. I don't even know what time I'm leaving tomorrow. Well, 12 at the latest, because I have to check out. But I'm not sure what time we're heading down to San Jose for the next show. So yeah, 2 days of no show, and now we're back to a show. I didn't mean to yawn. All right. So I'll get ready. I'll probably head out on foot and then see where I'll go. So cheers.